Broadcast live.
Can't afford to smoke. Now we spit that flow. Now we get that dough. I be ballin' low. I be ballin' low. I be ballin' low. I be ballin' low.
Right now we're waiting for PH, who I think he's already here. Let me find the homie PH. Yeah. Yo, I was listening to your album, right? And do I have the magazine here? So, because I've got an electronic copy, I literally need to go to my notes just so I could look at the words and the names of the joints, right?
Oh yeah.
Actually, give me a sec. I'm gonna get onto right now and read properly, because when I go into my notes, it switches the camera and stuff, So let me jump in and Google or go into the streaming platform, one of the two, and find the album, right? Because I think that there's an opportunity, man, to teach people how to speak Tsonga, man.
I think I'm hearing you. I've taken that opportunity into my hands, So I think Tsonga, or your language or whatever you speak, has to be the essence of who we are right now as you speak. I don't know how you put it in your music, but any artist needs to find a way to put their culture, put their who they are as an artist in their songs, and represent who they are as a person and through their culture. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's a work in progress, you know what I mean? But at the same time, it's something that I have to do, you know what I mean? I don't think there's many like me. And it's not easy, It's not something I started doing from day one. I just want a space where I felt that I had responsibility. Uplift the nation, uplift my people,
Check it out, though. Here's what I want us to kind of play right now. You've got to... I know a lot of people, the joints are dope, right? But a lot of people are literally going, that song, man. And they don't know how to pronounce it. So there's four songs that I want you to help us pronounce, right? So we know what they are.
Sure.
Hotel.
Where were you last night? Where were you yesterday, actually? Where were you last night, which is yesterday? So, where were you yesterday?
That sounds like Chinese. It's a long English translation. But
you know what? Tsonga and Japanese are one of the same thing. I've gotten to find lately, man. It sounds the same from a distance, actually.
So the next word is Ibebelina. We need to be learning. It's 21 days of learning this shit. I ain't calling here for your album. I'm coming here for listening.
All right, student. Listen, dog. It's not Ibebelina. It's a bit of a trick. So, in the whole album, you have to find. I've taken words and I've joined them into one word. Right? What would make maybe a couple of words? I've made it into one word. So, Ibebelina is actually English words saying I be balling.
I be balling. Listen, let me be 100 with you. Because we are out here and any language can happen here. I can't. If it was an American album, I would have been Abby Ballin' Ho. I would have made it so.
You would have read it immediately. And also, it's a big Tsonga. I knew people would fall for the trick so easily. Especially with the song we showed my Joe. Like, no, that can't be English. It's got to be some Tsonga thing they're working on. Yeah. I knew people would easily fall for the trick.
Okay, so I got stuck on Now Baby with Uno Rems. That was easy.
That's right. Yeah.
And then the next one, what?
Kushota away.
Oh shit! So the X is pronounced like S.
Yeah, not S, not just S, SH. It's pronounced like it's a sh. It's a sh. An X is a sh. It's pronounced SH. Yeah.
Kushota away. I'm telling you, people are going. They think it's closer, B.
Yeah, no, I think it could talk, and especially with Berita, you know, it could talk that way. No, something like that. We'll figure it out.
Okay, so we've learned one thing, right? In Tsonga, when there's an X, it's pronounced as sh, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's move on to the next one, right? I mean, the next one is easy. I think easy.
Anti-Enlisi.
Yeah. That what does that mean? Yo.
It's crazy, man.
But you understand though. And I'm Shangan, by the way, but like, yo, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I went in, man. I know I went in. You're not the first person that I've confused. I've confused my own family, bro. So it's been a trick. It's been really fun to deal with people on this matter. So yeah, anti-English means how can I say this in direct translation? I'm not doing this purposefully. I'm for real about this. You know, that's what it means. Like, I'm being for real about it.
Okay, so I'm not pretending. It's like I'm not pretending.
Yeah, I'm not pretending. Yeah.
Yeah. Yo, shout out everyone here that's saying I'm Tsonga. Yes, I'm Tsonga. But like, I was raised by a Zulu mother and we spoke Zulu and in the hood, etc. And I did try to chill with Abu Robert who used to do shoes, because back in the day, you know, Tsonga people who literally used to be the guys that used to do shoes. So I used to chill with the dude called Robert, who always had an editor, and he used to do shoes, you know, and he used to speak it, you know, and after that I hung around with Zulus and Sutus in the hood. Ain't no one was speaking Shangan shit like in the 80s, 90s, it was crazy.
Man, it was crazy, man. I mean, even now, you'd be surprised who's Tsonga. I'm sure people are even surprised that you Tsonga. You know what I mean? Like it's there's a time where being Tsonga was, I wouldn't even say shied upon. No, it was just something that in Joburg you couldn't put it there as your front forward thing. You know, it was almost like a taboo thing for some reason or another. You know what I mean? But it's people are coming out of the woodworks slowly but surely. People are coming out of the woodworks. You know, and it's because of things that me, myself, my Josie, and so many have done in the last couple of years. You know, I mean, Tsonga as a whole, not just from a music perspective. It's a language very far from South Africa, where it shouldn't be. You know what I mean? Like it's considered like almost a quarter two language to South Africa. It shouldn't have been South African. So we're trying to bridge that gap. You know what I mean? Because we're everywhere. We're actually everywhere in this country.
Look, I mean, I've always said to people that I'm Shangan, but like people are always like looking at me like, yo, no, it's like I can't say I'm Shangan. Like as if Shangan is like saying I'm a kafir, you know? So they're like, no,
exactly.
And you shouldn't say you Shangan. Exactly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know, man. We're talking Shangan. Not that I can talk, but I've never been shy to say that I'm Shangan. But like I'm always being like, no, it's not Shangan, it's Tsonga. You know, I'm like, no, you know what I mean? So shit is crazy.
Yeah,
you know,
it's crazy, man. But it's all about education. I mean, half of this stuff is really has to do with also the government educating the people what's what. You know what I mean? I mean, we have 11 different languages, man. In 11, in South Africa, it can't be easy on anybody to know everything.
For sure.
To know everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To know every language.
Yeah.
To keep up with every corner of South Africa. It can't be easy, bro. So I understand it. I'm not too, thrown off about it. I mean, for myself as well, I also didn't play the Shangan card for a long time. You know what I mean? Musically or even just as a person in Joburg, you know what I mean? It took me a while, to realize that I have some duties to do because of the situation and how it is in South Africa right now.
Well, look, man, as a kid, people have always been telling me about my nose, so I could never, ever run away from it. That's it. I'm young niggas from Joburg. I'm Shangan, so for me, I've always just said it like I'm Shangan, because,
I think people have known that. I think the first time someone introduced me to you was because of that. They were like, yo, see, I meet this guy, he's Tsonga too. I'm like, okay, that's great. The first time I met you, that's how they introduced me to, like, see, yo, this is PH, he's also Tsonga. I'm like, Right, I guess we have, we need to know each other, I guess. It is like
and
that,
we have,
man, I get it.
Tsongas are like the South African Nigerians. We out here.
Yeah, definitely.
We the ones that
Definitely. And Reason looks like the South African Nigerian. The Reason is another Tsonga, and he even looks like the South African Nigerian. If you look at his head, he fits the description like 100%.
How tall he is. Reason just needs to come back to Somaliland and stop thinking that he's
this thing of this random is gonna have to let the other kids play his rand. They must come back there to the north, the real north.
He must come back to the real north.
It's a tough job.
Yo, man, one of the things though that I really wanted to, a lot of people don't know about you though is that, and that's why I say, like, I speak about Robert, the guy who used to do the shoes, and at a time in South Africa where a lot of black people were in the 80s, a lot of black people were either working for the man or they were caught up by some type of system by the man. It's like young people would come in and they start their own businesses. They'd help like all the people who are already like living in Joburg, like with random shit like shoes, blah blah blah. I mean, there's always been like that hustling kind of spirit, or at least like not doing what everyone else does. We're speaking to PH, by the way, not the tree. So with that being said, I look at you, and what a lot of people don't know is that you sent me Aries the first time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You sent me tape like when you was before Ambitious, before everything. You sent that tape.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that they don't know that like Twala, that you were highly involved in things like that. That you were highly involved in. I mean, I was speaking with Zinger yesterday, and he was saying that like Cast Time's Kanda Republic is like hands down the greatest album of all time.
Yeah, definitely. I can agree with that, man.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't know that you were involved in that. I mean, to a certain extent, I think that you could have also introduced me to Jane Molly too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kids like Rico, and you've been pretty much involved with Show Majosi also. It's like, what makes you? How are you able to kind of find or see that thing about like artists? You know what I mean? There's something in there. How are you able to see that?
Dog, I don't know, man. I don't have a criteria that I'm tick a box every time I see an artist or hear an artist, but it's I've heard so many artists, I've heard so many various types of artists, so the only thing that can really shake me is you being original. You know what I mean? Like I've heard a lot of people that can just rap, just know how to rap. That doesn't impress me a lot, where you can just rap. You have to rap a certain way. You have some sort of a delivery or some sort of character in you that's gonna make me say, there's something about that. You know what I mean? There's something I can take that and use as an instrument, because I'm also a producer, so I look at everything as an instrument. You know what I mean? So if I'm buying a guitar, I just don't want to buy the same guitar all the time. You know what I mean? I want to buy various types of guitars, even though it is a guitar at the end of the day. So I'm always looking for a certain type of sound that I don't know what it is until I hear it. So that's the key for me, man. Not to be in the same box all the time, and also just be open to new stuff, man. I think that's one thing a lot of people are scared to be. I think that closes off a lot of things. People are so stuck in their own ways or stuck in their own ideas that it closes off a lot of opportunity. It closes off a lot of opportunity for people to come in there. I mean, for me as a producer, I've created this thing where a lot of artists know they can approach me. You know what I mean? Like they know that they're supposed to send me music that I'm going to listen to it. I'm going to listen to some of this music. Unlike most artists, it's almost like a throw in the dark. It's a throw where I light in the dark. You're like, I'm going to send that music. I don't know if he's going to listen. But with PH, it's kind of been a proven thing. Like, lot of people just send music and somehow PH works to who he likes. You know, something always works out. You know, so for me, it's just that, man, keeping open and making sure people love you for what you do all the time, and which is keeping it real, man. I mean, we always say this in the game for hip hop. I think that's a longest lasting quotation. I mean, whatever in hip hop, keep it real. You know what I mean? So keeping it real is a big key to impressing me. You know what I mean? Show me something about you that nobody else has, which is you.
And, you know, you talk about listening. I mean, a lot of people send that stuff, you know, send everyone stuff, I guess, you know. But the key, I guess, in finding the diamonds is if you actually go in the mine. And, you know, sometimes just like a 1 minute, 2 minute listen, you know.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it really is. Yeah, go ahead. Yes, I hear you.
Are you back? Are you back?
Yeah, got you.
Are you back?
Repeat that. I didn't hear some of the stuff you're saying. Yeah, I'm back. Yeah.
Yeah, the question I wanted to ask you is, from people who sent you stuff to listen to, who like now are doing really well, who have been those people that someone, you know, you probably wouldn't have picked it up if you never made the time to listen?
Some of them, Benchmark is one of them. Who else? Man, there isn't a lot, man. I can't think on top of my head. There's a lot of kids, man, that have sent me stuff that they haven't popped up yet, but they're gonna pop up. Like Jane Molly was kind of one of them. Someone sent me his stuff earlier on, so but he's popped already. There hasn't been anybody that I feel I've missed, you know, that has sent me stuff, and I said, "Frick, I should listen to that." I haven't missed.
No, I mean like, well, rather than that, I mean more. Who are the people who you actually listen to who are doing well right now? That you are like gaining momentum, you know, because it's broad. But like, you kind of like, yo, I'm glad I listened to this because this got momentum over time before. You heard it before that.
Definitely, yeah, definitely, man. I mean, right now, currently, it's Faith K. I'm putting it right up there. Also, another person is Cash Time CPT. Another person is also was this McLaren, man. Like a lot of people, you know, they speak a lot of. I'm not even trying to take away from what Kuli has done, but McLaren was from Roex. He got that guy from Roex. You know what I mean? Brian and McLaren were Roex guys. You know, before that's why you remember that song I did with Reason and McLaren and that song I did with them. So McLaren is one guy that I'm so happy to see him blow right now. You know what I mean? Babyface Dean obviously is one of the guys that I kind of saw earlier on. Even Hash, man. I mean, Hash has been around for a while now. It's a good 2 years. I think he's been strong. But then before then, I also I picked him up a bit earlier on. Frank Casino was another guy that I picked up a lot before the whole Ricky Rick. We want the whole thing. I mean, I had a song with Frank before that whole thing too as well. So I'm glad Frank is just all over the world right now. Yeah, I mean, there's a couple guys. But right now on top of my list, I gotta say it's Faith K, man. I really have a lot of faith in Faith K as an artist and as a performer, and he'll bring something very new, and also kind of continue from the angle that I'm kind of taking off. You know, where me and my Josie are kind of coming from. You know what I mean? I think she's definitely that next.
So I guess, but like you mentioned Josie, you mentioned even. Like it's just that obviously like some of the things is almost like dated, right, and it's been discussed. But I mean even Reese is one of them.
It's one of them, you know.
Yeah, you know. I was saying the other day that like had we been in another country that actually like appreciates the whole musical ecosystem, you would have been easily the Dr. Dre of this shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
I think
it's true. No, yeah, I mean, it's definitely true. I mean, sorry to disturb. It's definitely true, but it's also about. I've learned from my brother, man, Tommy Flo, that it's about taking in that first before accepting it from people. You know what I mean? So if I feel I'm the prey of this person, I need to act like it. You know, I need to take that position and teach people what I am. So, and that's also something that I've realized about my position as a producer. Right? I've had to take the lead in everything before. I've had to kind of take the punches for everybody, so everybody comes and kind of takes the flowers. You know, I've always had to pave the way for the next guy to kind of say, we're good. You know, I think for a lot of producers, man, I've played a lot of a way for producers is to what you do next. You know what I mean? You know, as to from what you do from producing a hit, you produce a whole album for an artist, you grab an artist, you know, and then becoming an artist yourself. I think I've had to take that lead, you know what I mean, and suffer a lot before even receiving any flowers around that. You know what I mean? But I think that's been the gift and the curse, you know, for the position that I play. You know what I mean? And I think I'm not against it. I'm not too bitter about it. As long as I'm able to continue to play it, you know what I mean? That's what I'm happy about. If I wasn't able to be active right now, I'll be more mad if I wasn't active. If I was, I remember that guy PH that did Swada about 10 years ago. I would be mad right now if I was being referred to as the Mr. Swada. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the fact that I'm past that, and 10 years later, I'm not only looking at someone from back in the day, but I'm looking at someone else that could be used for the future. That's crazy for me. You know what I mean? I'm still a stepping stone the way I was for Kuli. I could be still for the new guy right now, and be as effective. You know what I mean? And be as effective. That's 10 years later, and that's for me. That's all the confirmation I need to take. I need to have to confirm my position in the game. I don't need the people to give me that label. You know, I know my position, and I think I've played very well. And yeah, it's a hard one. It's not for everybody, but it's definitely a PH position. It's definitely a Dr. Dre position. It's definitely a Kanye West position. It's a Jay Dilla position. It's a forefront position. You know, we don't play the middle. We don't play the back. We lead the whole thing. We take the punches, and one day we take the trophies with it. You know what I mean?
And now I want to kind of go back to how we opened this, my Shangan analogy of Robert, who used to do the shoes, you know? Robert literally would get a bunch of fancy shoes from everybody who literally, maybe those fancy shoes are like now torn. And Robert is the one that keeps guys looking good in those shoes, although he played the humble position of consistently just sitting there at the garage every day, putting glue, using those shoes, you know, to keep people looking good. You know what I mean?
Man. I mean, my man, that is really the role of a creator, of any creator. Even if you look at God, that's his role. You put it together, and he sits back and says, "You shine. I'm giving you this. I'm giving you the word shine." You know what I mean, dog? And you get your joy from watching the person actually use his talents or use those shoes and feel good. You know, like Robert. You know, I'm sure he feels the best when he sees that guy on a Sunday morning wearing that shoes that he fixed yesterday, bouncing to church, and it's like, yeah, that must be the greatest feeling ever. You know, so it's the same thing when I see A. Reese. When I see Jay Marley out there really killing it, dog, like really doing it, I couldn't get any better confirmation or be any happier. You know what I mean? So as a creator, that is the ultimate. You sitting back and watching what you've created work on its own. You know what I mean? Like actually make its own decisions, make better decisions on its own, create its own stuff. You know, that is what a creator does. You know what I mean? You don't create something for it to stop. It needs to be able to continue to create. And that's how God works. He created us also we can create. You know what I mean? So
that's an amazing.
Yeah,
it's better than my Robert analogy. That's amazing.
But it's based on that. You know, it's based on the Robert analogy. You know what I mean? That's a role of a creator. You know what I mean? It's about the people around you. Or what's the point of creating if you know nobody else says you're gonna take this and use it and showcases it? You know, it's always a cherry on top to say, yo, that's the person that created it, Even God wants that. He doesn't mind you now and then say, yo, shout out to God. You're the one that created all this now and then. But then he's happy at just you waking up and acknowledging that you know that. You know, but now and then just appoint it and say, yo, God, you're the man. It doesn't hurt anybody, man. But I don't think he needs you to tell him that. He knows he's the man.
You know what? You know what, man? I wanna and that's really dope. You know, because it's almost like when you talk, it's like, you know, when you get the blessings you get, and then you thank God. You know, and you bring in the picture, and you just think of it, and you just bring in the picture. For me, one of those moments for you, I felt was when Shaw was getting that award at the Summers, and you were on stage.
Yeah,
you know what
man.
I mean?
That was 10 years. That was all the 10 years in that moment. That was it.
It's almost like and it's not like to say that everyone else literally hasn't given you your flowers that you've worked with personally. You know, it's just that Shaw literally probably is one of the few that got elevated to such a high place that even in that high place, you know, you could also be brought in because you know she could have just got that award on her own and kind of cut you out and then you go to the next day and say, yo, just make the next joint. And you were not going to do anyway about it. It's just what it is.
Yeah, so that's my job.
So when I don't know how everyone else was thinking, but when I saw that on stage, I was like, yo, man, this is the moment for PH, which I think is adding up to every other moment that he's kind of given himself to every other artist.
Perfect.
And his moment right now, it's kind of, without even him owning them, no one is looking at him, but everyone's looking at Shaw. But this is his moment, though. You know what I mean? Man, that's amazing.
But it's a perfect analogy, man. It's a perfect analogy of what that day was like for me. That's exactly what's that, you know. It just rounded everything up. You know, it rounded everything up and also kind of completed and kind of put me in a position to start what I've been doing right now the last year. You know what I mean? It was like, all right, dude, the last 10 years was not a waste, but you still have a lot of work to do. And so much Joyce was exactly that. She was like the past and the future at the same time. She was like, dude, you know, just Show My Jersey, after 10 years, you're still producing someone like Show My Jersey. But at the same time, Show My Jersey was showing me a future. You know, as a South African artist, as a Tsonga person, she was a whole new future now. You know what I mean? It was like a new picture looking forward, you know what I mean? So that moment was the perfect moment. You know, I've been looking for that moment all my life, but if I had it earlier on, if I had it any other day, I don't think it would have been as good. I think God was just timed that perfectly. Timed that super perfectly. You know what I mean? I think it's since then I've taken that on and realized, and I think for me those are the flowers I've been looking for, you know what I mean, for a while. I think he gave them on behalf of a lot of people, and I'm happy. And I'm not even sad about anybody else. I'm like, I know they're on behalf of a whole lot of people. So whoever didn't say, my Joseph said it's good. You know, I don't need anybody to kind of go back to. Now we're just looking forward, you know what I'm saying?
I think that just also gave you the fire to just, you know, you can always make an album, but I think your album is cohesive, you know?
Yeah.
I can come out the album going, okay, it's almost like a happy album, you know, happy musical, you know. It dwells on love, it dwells on partying, it dwells on flirting, and you know, like every album there's that search, but like I can feel the energy of the album. The energy of the album is very positive. You know what I mean? It's layer of positivity and a mix of great musicality also. Because you can produce doesn't mean that you can actually create cohesion like that anyway, you know?
Exactly.
So I can feel that the energy of the album, you know, your album has got beats where I can hear you've mixed like different type of like sounds that are not typically hip-hop sounds. And then you get into a hip-hop sound. And normally when you listen to an album like that, it's like when you're listening to radio and they play a rap song, then a gospel song, and you're like,
you know, what the hell?
So it's almost like that conflict, but I think this album, the cohesion is so powerful that there is that type of conflict, but there is that type of like switch, but it sounds like it's one. You know what I mean? You know, so I think
for me, and when it comes to that, man, I learned that from a very great producer, which is Kanye West. No, it's a life lesson that I learned from him. He says life is just about that. Life is not. You don't know when things are gonna come and just hit you. When things. So you could be cool one day, you could be in love and everything is good, and then you get a phone call and then the other side of your life is fucked up. You know what I mean? So life can hit you at any given moment. So things don't go as always expected, and that's what this album was about. It's a sense of Experience Ekeyoto, which is life as a whole. So things don't always go as expected. Things don't go from slow to fast or fast to slow, or from whatever, from love to good or good to love, or you never know when bad stuff come or when good stuff come. And that was exactly how I wanted to place the album. Very lifelike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, King, shut up, man. Obviously you just wanted to touch base, and this is the question.
No, I appreciate you, brother.
I wanted to take, you've already shown me some graphs, if you could just circulate the camera around everything that's happening around your space right now while you're quarantining, so people can believe that you're at the crib, and you're doing the right thing.
All right. I'm at the crib, man. I'm at the crib. I'm quarantining. It's real good. It's quite cool out here, man. I love this place right here, man. I'm a quarantine freak, I think. I'm a kind of an introvert, so I'm loving this lifestyle, dude. This people is amazing. Yeah.
Yo, let me just check what people are saying here before we wrap up. Okay. Yeah, Saiti, Roex chopped up that quote is. He's asking if you chopped up that quote is.
Yeah. It's a couple of days ago. I put on Twitter that give me some songs to sample. And people gave me a whole lot of songs, it's a conversation I've been having. So, no, I haven't chopped out that Cortez. Cortez, yeah. What's the name?
I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure. So I haven't chopped that up. But I did chop up the one that Instru sent me, and I did chop up the Chico song, and it's sounding amazing.
Yo, you heard the Chico song that Cooley did, though?
Yeah. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, that's what.
Yo.
Yeah, no, that's another fire album, man. That's another fire album. I'm just, yeah.
I'd follow up that. Yo, Saiti, while we're on that beat, make sure you check out the mix. We're about to drop a curated mix today, a COVID mix, and we got your joint that you sent me on email. So, yeah, I'm looking out for new songs that we're just going to push out there. So look out for that.
Nice one.
It's going to drop. Should be on the site. And then Untitled Love says, my sister and I been bumping this album, bro. That's your album they're talking about. This is an album that's dope in the background to listen to. It's one of those albums that you don't have to listen. It will make you comfortable just hearing it in the background. Say, I got one Shangan homie. That's like saying I got one white friend.
I got one white friend. Yeah, that's exactly.
And look at how they literally put it sideliners. This one goes, I got a couple of Shangan friends. Them niggas put me on the linger and it's super dope. Okay, all day, Makanda. Subs the music says Pedro X, fist pump, yo.
Yeah, that's my sound engineer. Shout out to Son. That's my sound engineer.
Yeah. J95 says I'm not Tsonga, but that was simple to understand. Shout out to you, Jay, Everyone says, yeah, it is. I am. Other people people are laughing at me for saying that I be balling home. I said it's whatever it is, all day, where were you? I was at the crib. I wasn't out at night. I'm just not combing my hair, dude,
come on, dude. What do you want from me?
MC Problem says dope album grab. And Untitled Love says outing in Greece. These days is basically translating it, DBK Mata says we in Jampana. Nike is asking when is your next gig. Warner Music is saying what up, shout out Warner, and then the other cat is saying in the hood they left out of COVID-19. Bleed the Dirt says you must stay safe. and it's an industry we need to check out. The weirdest of times we're living in. Hood Pharmacy joined us. What up? Wonder if he's still here. Yeah, man, this is it, Steve. I just wanted to give you some love, man. Say what's up. You know, I don't know when we're gonna be able to see each other face to face, so we just need to do it on you know. And keep doing what you're doing, man. You are the
so much, man.
game, the content of the game. Keep doing the thing.
So coming of the game, amazing. People hope they don't confuse that with the cows of the game. Always of the shoemaking game. All right. Let's get that correct.
You know.
Yeah, but that's good, man. I appreciate it, man. All right, stop, buddy. We'll speak soon.
And make sure you get that PH album if you haven't heard it. Stream it, listen to what he's doing. Just like Google.
Yeah, Sense Experience Ekeyoto. It's available everywhere. Sense Experience Ekeyoto. Thank you for your time, guys. Quarantine time. Take care of yourselves. Peace.
Nice one, dude.
Broadcast live